Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. Real Madrid take on Espanyol today. It's going to be a very early fixture and this will be a game we would be looking for a response from the Los Blancos. Yesterday we witnessed Atletico win against our arch rivals Barcelona and it just looks like the nightmare isn't going to end very soon for the Catalans. They've had a disaster start this campaign and it was always going to be difficult for them when they lost the talisman who was carrying the team for so long. When Madrid went through that phase, Barcelona as well will have to go through it, so it's not really a great surprise to see them struggling to get going. They're currently 9th in La Liga. In the Champions League, they're bottom of the table, so certainly they have a lot of ground to cover to escape even more embarrassment this season. And as for Atletico, they are getting the wins, they are accumulating the points, they are the ones looking like a true competition in the early days. But let's see if Sociedad or Sevilla can also get themselves in the mix to win the title. Sevilla, as we know, are just 3 points behind Madrid with a game in hand, and again they may prove to be the dark horses this season. So let's wait and see what the La Liga season has in store for us. The previous one was feisty till the end and we can expect another entertaining season this year. But coming to the opposition Real Madrid face today, we will be travelling away from home to play Espanyol at the RCDE stadium. And talking more about the opposition, they have recently been promoted from Segunda. A few of you may also remember they were relegated in the 2019-20 season with just 25 points in a horrendous campaign, but the club again secured a swift return to the top flight, winning the Segunda last season, and here they are again fighting with the best and tussling with them. And talking about the league position, they're currently 15th in the table with 1 win, 3 losses and 3 draws, so they haven't exactly made a flying start to this campaign. And before the international break, they faced Sevilla, against whom they lost 2-0, and now they take on Real Madrid, so certainly things aren't going to be easy for the newly promoted outfit. But we also have to remember this is a team which gave Atletico Madrid a scare early on in the season. Atletico needed a 99th minute winner to overcome the Catalan minnows, so certainly with determination and with the backing of the home crowd, we can expect them to give their best. But coming to the formation of the team, the manager has been very flexible and has tried a number of formations, tweaking it from time to time. He has tried a few variations of 4-3-3, he has tried the 4-2-3-1, so it is a bit difficult to ascertain what formation we will be seeing from Espanyol, but since they are playing the Spanish heavyweights, we can expect a much more defensive approach. In the midfield, we can expect the captain David Lopez and Sergi Data to fight it out in the midfield battle. The fullbacks Gil and Pedrosa would be looking to join in the final third from time to time, and in attack we should see the former Barcelona and Sevilla man Alex Vidal, who would be accompanied by Raul de Thomas and Adrian Embrapa. And talking about Real Madrid, this as you see is the lineup, and we can see many noticeable exclusions here. There's no Isco, Asensio or Mariano, and although these players have had minimal role this season, but Ancelotti will have lesser options to work with in the game. Asensio has a contracture in his left gluteus, Isco picked up a back injury, and Mariano suffered a blow to his ankle in training. Moving on, let's hear what the coach had to say in his pre-match press conference, and as it was expected, many questions related to the loss against Sheriff. Ancelotti was asked if the defeat against the Minnows affected the pride of Madrid, and Ancelotti responded, "The game against Sheriff hurt our pride. We'll see a reaction and we'll put in a good performance and give our all. We're going to do everything we need to win the game." He was then asked how he was feeling seeing the praise and the criticism in quick succession early in the season, and Ancelotti diplomatically answered that. He said, "We need to have more balance and really assess what's happening to us. We've struggled for goals in the last 2 games and we need to turn things around on that front. That's the way things go in football, it's nothing new. When everything was going smooth, I said there'd be tougher times. I don't think it's a case of this being a tough time, but it's a little tougher than it was before, but we have to overcome it by playing with balance and energy." And then Ancelotti went on to explain what kind of formation Real Madrid are implementing and how it is difficult to understand the system when sometimes they go all out in attack. I think he was probably referring to the formation in the previous game where Camavinga and Valverde, after shifting to the right back position, were very advanced and it looked like we had only 2 players defending. So on this, Ancelotti said, "When out of position, I think the most effective formation is the 4-4-2. It's a different story when we are in position, and the system is difficult one to understand because when you have the ball, we never play with 4 at the back. We operate with 2 or 3 at the back. We may go with 2 central defenders, or it could be the case of having a fullback dropping deep. When out of position, we try to defend with 2 lines of 4, and in some games we defended with a line of 5 just to apply a little bit more pressure up top." Then Ancelotti was asked, what's the rotation policy for someone like a Casemiro in the side? We have seen Casemiro has made a poor start to this campaign, and many of us feel it's a fatigue for the amount of minutes he has played with Real Madrid and the national team, which has left him looking a bit weary. But Ancelotti Ancelotti doesn't see it that way. He said, the players who have played fewer minutes will have more possibilities because they are fresher. Everyone thinks that Casemiro is tired, but he doesn't seem tired to me. He's doing well for the team. When I rest a player, it doesn't mean that they don't deserve to play. It means we have to preserve them in order to avoid injuries, which is what we did with Modric, who was rested against Villarreal and then played against Sheriff. And lastly, Ancelotti was asked which opponent will Real Madrid take more seriously, Atletico or Barcelona. He said, we'll have to make sure we're in the battle with both teams right up till the end because they are both good sides. It may well be that Atletico have better form. I'll be watching it just like other football fans because they are two great teams. I think if we do what we have to do, we'll be in the battle with both the teams right up until the end. So that wraps up the press conference, and let's conclude this video by doing the scoreline prediction. We're not going to do the lineup prediction today because the lineup is going to be out in the next 15 to 20 minutes, so there's no need for speculation here. What we do know is that Toni Kroos will be back in the side, and the newspaper AS has also informed us that this is the first time in the 147 days that Modric and Kroos will start for Madrid, so there is a good chance we will be seeing the legendary duo. It will also be interesting to see if Nacho or Lucas will be given a nod at right back. There are a few selection dilemmas that Ancelotti has to take care of, but as for our position, we may see Espanyol deploying a low block. Espanyol have only conceded 7 in 7 games, so we may see them well set up defensively, but this is a game where Real Madrid are looking for redemption. They are like a wounded lion at the moment, and I fully expect Madrid to put in a few goals, so I predict Real Madrid 2, Espanyol 0. The Los Blancos need a victory to snap the streak of poor results, so let's get a win and let's get the campaign back on track. And that is all I have here. Do let me know how you're feeling ahead of the game and what is your scoreline prediction today. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.